Hello, I'm Mohammed Samir, and as you saw in the thumbnail, today's video is gonna be about food. Not just ordinary food. 10 most expensive food that even rich people think twice before eating. So without further ado, let's begin. The first food in the list is Almas Caviar. The most expensive caviar is almas that's been produced from the eggs of a very rare female albino sturgeon between 60 and 100 years old, originally hailing from the southern Caspian Sea near Iran, but unfortunately they are now almost extinct in their native environment. And finally, it costs around $34,500 per kilogram to buy it. The second food in the list is saffron. It's one of the most expensive species in the world, which costs around $10,000 per kilogram. And it's also known as red gold, hailing from the Middle East. And you know what? Its production requires a lot of patience and many hours of manual work to extract the small pistils from each crocus sativus flower. And also around 150 flowers produce just 1 gram of dried saffron. And the third is Ayam Cemani black chicken. This special food is made up of the special group of chicken named Ayam Cemani, and is also known as black chicken, originates from Indonesia. With the exception of its blood, everything is absolutely black, from its feathers to its flesh, including its tongue and its organs, and also it's extremely rare. This breed of poultry costs a pretty sum of $5,000 per pair. And the fourth is white truffles. It's known as Italian white truffle or Piedmont white truffle, and it's the most exclusive and appreciated variety of truffles, which costs around $2,000 per kilogram, hailing from northern Italy. And especially, truffles require very specific conditions to grow. The fifth food in the list is Matsutake mushrooms. This is one of the most expensive mushrooms which grows in Japan's Tomba region, and it's also associated with the beginning of autumn and considered a delicacy in the Japanese cuisine. And also it's very hard to find. Finally, it's roughly priced between $1,000 to $2,000 per pound. And the sixth one in the list is Kopi Luwak coffee. Not that usual coffee that we drink, the rarest and the world's most expensive coffee. Do you know how it's made? There's a small cat that lives in some parts of Asia. The cat eats the coffee berries and excretes the whole beans as they can't digest the beans. Then what? Workers collect their precious droppings that are then washed, pounded, dried and roasted. And finally, it costs as much as around $600 per pound. The seventh one in the list is swallow's nest soup. This item is very popular in China. These swallow nests sell for a high price. The main ingredient is the nest of the swiftlet bird, which is usually found in Southeast Asia. The most common nests are white and black swiftlet nests, which run between $5,000 to $6,000 per kilogram. And there's a special name for it. The nests are called the caviar of the East. The eighth food in the list is moose cheese. This cheese, which comes from the moose house in Sweden, is also included in the world's most expensive food list. You literally can't get it anywhere else in the world. This cheese is produced with 5 liters of milk every day. And finally, it costs around $500 per pound. The ninth food in the list is Fugu Fish. Did you know that the Fugu fish or the puffer fish, which is known to be the most dangerous fish in the world because its consumption can be lethal if it's not prepared properly, and only highly trained and licensed chefs are allowed to prepare it because there is no cure for its poison. It's very risky to eat. And finally, it costs around $300 per fish. And finally, the last item in the list is bluefin tuna. Tuna is usually sold more expensive than other fish. The largest is the bluefin tuna, an endangered species which can live up to 40 years. It normally sells for $40 a pound, but at the end of the year, the price has crossed $200 per pound. Hold on, there's a special fact though. In January 2019, a Japanese businessman, Kiyoshi Kimura, bought 278 kilogram tuna fish for $3.1 million. That's a lot of money. That's all for today, guys. I hope you all got to know about many interesting facts through this video, and for more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that like button. It's absolutely free, and I'll meet you with another cool video. Until then, peace out.